Imagine, which is to stand. Salat. La Yashala. Want to get into the prayers? Wapani Hakadam, which means to face the east. Everybody repeat after me. The Lord's Prayer. In Hebrew, Avanal, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malak Waka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan, Lanawa, Lakum, Kol, Yawam, Wasalat, Lanawa, Kabawa, Nawa, Kasalat, Nawa, Kabawa, Yanawa, Wala'a, Sabaya, Anawa, Manasaya one, Abal, Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala. Yep, no, that's perfect. Wata Parah, La Iwalami.
I will join you
Among.
among
In English, our Father,
our Father,
which art in heaven,
who art in heaven.
hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
thy kingdom come,
The kingdom
thy
come.
will be done
Your will be done
in earth
on earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily
and
bread.
forgive us our debts,
Give us our debt.
as we forgive our debtors.
So we forget our
And
debt.
lead us not to temptation,
Lead us not into
but
temptation,
deliver us from evil.
but deliver from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Amen.
Amen.
Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Asher,
Ayanya,
Ayonya,
Ahahari,
Ahoy,
Ma'ayan,
Mayam,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'a,
Azariah,
Azori,
Azariah,
Azori,
Ma'aim,
Ma'ai,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemayim,
Shemai,
Waratazah,
Wasasa,
Ayathan,
Ayadam,
Lamawat,
Lamawa,
Regalcha,
Rogalka,
Ayanawam,
Yalamwam,
Shamarka,
Sumak,
Hana,
Ana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam.
Wam,
There we go. Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Yaya, Shem,
Shawamar,
Salamor,
Yasha'al,
Yasha'al,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Samak,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Taza'aka,
Taza'ok,
Ayad,
Aya,
Yamyaka,
Yayaka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamat,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak.
Where your rock,
That's a lot. Wayarak.
right, well, yeah,
Balayala,
well,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamak,
Makarai,
Makarai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Nafashka,
Napaska,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'aka,
Taza'aka,
Wawaka,
Waka,
Ma'ayatha,
but I, the,
Wa'ai, I belong.
what,
In the English, I will lift up mine
I
eyes
will lift up my eye
unto the hill,
unto the hill,
from whence cometh my help.
from whence cometh my help.
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help comes from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer the fit to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasha'ala
he that keepeth Yahshua
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber or sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord said, keep.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord just that shed upon their right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve their soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve their going out
and thy coming in.
and their coming
From
in.
this time forth
And this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Shall I leave the prayer to you, brother? Check it again. Hakah in the Hebrew, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Babakashah.
Babakashah.
Nathan Lanaw.
Redundant.
Hakah.
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 Larfa'ah.
Ba'ah.
Call Makalah.
Call Makalah.
Or call Madawa.
Call Malawa.
Hakah.
Hakah.
Latahar.
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 Hamatazarium.
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 Hakah.
Hakah.
Lahakim.
Yahaki.
Hamathi.
Hamaki.
Hakah.
Hakah.
Arakawah.
Arakawah.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
Lagarshim.
Lagash.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Gawada Aman.
Gawada Aman.
In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
Cause to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them
In
out.
the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Bless Israel and Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Barak.
Barak.
Lanawa.
Monarach.
Barak.
Barak.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Wayasha'ala.
Wayasha'ala.
Waha Bayat.
Why?
Waha. Waha.
Ya.
Waha
Why?
Bayat.
Ha. By ya.
Saparium.
Saparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Rafa'ah.
Rafa'ah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
Say the name of loved ones once. Everyone repeats the name once. So just for time's sake, we are just going to say all of Israel.
All of Israel.
Israelite School UPK.
Israelite School UPK.
All right. Christ. Salakia. Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashim.
Ba'ashim
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman.
In English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Bless us in Yasha'ala.
Bless us and Yahshua.
In the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Loved ones.
Loved ones.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al. Dawiyalaka.
Dawiyalaka.
All.
All.
Dakarash.
Dakarat.
We're all.
All.
Dashakwat.
Dasakwat.
All.
All.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awakika.
Awakika.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ah.
Al.
Al.
Amaka.
Amaka.
Yare.
Yari.
Young one.
Yarwa.
Sawada.
Shawada.
Wayatha.
Wadada.
Ya'itazawa.
Why I tasawa.
Al.
Al.
Tazapanyaka.
Tasaparwaka.
Amaro.
Amora.
Akawa.
Lakora.
Winakak.
Wanakak.
Yadam.
Yadam.
Mongolia.
Mongolia.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yasakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Ida.
Ira.
Flood. Iwada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawai Tazawa.
Nawai Tazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakatwa.
Yakawa.
Alika.
Alaka.
Variath.
Varya.
Variath.
Varya.
No. Varya.
Varya.
There we go. Yakarwa.
Yakawa.
Ahalia.
Ahar.
Adawam. Adawam.
Adawan.
Adawam.
Adawam.
There you go. Adawan is Esau.
Correct.
Adawan is sir. Well Yashamai.
Wa Yashamai.
Alayam.
Adayam.
Moa'aba.
Moa'awa.
Wagari.
Wagarian.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Waimawan.
Waimawan.
Waimalak.
Wamalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Anyashabia.
Anyashabi.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Na Lawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Iowa,
Zerai,
Zorai,
Yeshabia.
Las,
No,
Ya,
I'm sorry. Lavanya Lawat,
Labanya, Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasaya,
Kasiya,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Kayabian,
Kaya,
Banakol,
Banakol,
Koyash,
Koyat,
one,
1,
Neshamatwa,
Neshamakwa,
Bayan,
Bayam,
the Aura,
Da'aw,
Hayawa,
Iowa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'adama,
La'adama,
Shethama,
Shadamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Ya,
Ya,
Mawa,
Mawa,
Kaira,
Korab,
Wukazabak,
Wakasabak,
Wukazabak,
Wakasabak,
Wukatazol,
Wakasabak,
Wukatazol.
Wakasab,
Listen. Wakatazol.
Wakatazol,
There we go. Manai,
Manai,
Call,
Call,
Nasayakumba,
Nashi Ya, Kongwa,
Ashar,
Asher,
Amara,
Amora,
Narashah,
Narashah,
Lanawa,
Ronawa,
Ath, Na'awa,
Na'awa,
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shetama,
Sodoma,
Kagogala,
Gogola,
Kakwash,
Kukwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Barakah,
Rabaka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
the Byri Ira.
the Bible with Irie,
What color ba?
the Wakala Ba,
Dalahat,
Dalahat,
Harim,
Hayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Dardatma,
the Dotman,
Dardatma, Datma,
the Dotman,
Ma,
Ma,
There
the Dotman,
we go. Basaraka,
Wasabaka,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapaska,
Wapasta,
Dalaham,
Dalahom,
Mala'ah,
Mala'ah,
Panyaham,
Hayahom,
Qualawan,
Kalawan,
Waya,
Waya,
Wakwashwa,
Wakwasha,
Shaka,
Shaka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabasha,
Waya,
Waya,
Wahawa,
Wahol,
Waya, something like that. IDI,
IDI,
Waya,
Waya,
Kaparwa,
Kapawa,
Waya,
Waya,
Abatwa,
Abatwa,
Waya,
Waya,
Daiwa,
Daiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shaka,
Chaka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labatka,
Labak,
Al-Yuwan,
Alawan,
Al,
Al,
Call,
Call,
Ha,
Ha,
Aratazah.
Arasasa.
In English, keep not thy silence,
Keep not this silent,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh,
Hold not thy peace,
hold not their peace,
and be not still,
be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh,
For lo,
for lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
anybody tomorrow,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee,
have lifted up the head.
have lift up the
They
head,
have said,
they have said,
they have taken crafty counsel
they have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against their people,
and consulted against thy hidden one.
against the servant against the hidden one.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
let's cut them off from being a nation.
let's cut them off from being the nation.
That the name of Yahshua
For the name of Yahshua
may be no more in remembrance.
shall be no more in memory.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They have come to consult with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are prepared against
The
this.
tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacle of Eden,
and Israelite,
and the
of
Israelites,
Moab,
and Moab,
and the Hagarians,
and the Hagari,
Gabal,
the Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre.
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Shore also joined with them.
Ashur also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot,
Yeah, help to turn a lot.
Salah,
Salah.
doing to them as unto the Midianites,
Go up to as to the Midian,
as the Sisera,
as a sister,
as the Jabin,
as a
as
Jabin,
the Brook of Kisan,
as a brook of
which
Kisan,
spares that endure.
with spiritual and
They
joy.
became as dung for the earth,
He carried us down from the earth,
made the lowest like a rib,
made the nose like a rib,
and like Zed,
like Zed.
yea,
Yea,
all the prince as Sabbath,
as the prince like Sabbath,
and as Amunah,
as Zamuna,
who said,
who said,
let's take to ourselves
let's take it to
the
ourselves,
houses of Yahweh in possession,
the house of Yahweh in possession,
O my power,
on my top.
Make it like a wheel.
Make it like a
As
wheel.
the stubble before the wind.
Like a stove for the wind.
As the fire burns the wood.
As the fire burning the wood.
As the flames set the mountains on fire.
The flames set the mountain on fire.
So first deal with thy tempest.
First we deal with the
And
tempest.
make them afraid of thy storm.
And make them afraid of that storm.
Fill the faces with shame.
Fill the face with
That
shame.
they may seek thy name.
That they may seek their name.
O Lord.
Oh Lord.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know that thou,
They may know that thou,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
the name of the Lord is Yahweh,
art the most high over all the earth.
is the most high of all over the earth.
Art the most high over all the earth.
Most high of the earth.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed is Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things
and
live.
all things live.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shai.
the name of Yahweh,
Listen to us now.
listen to us now,
Right now.
right now.
To evil the curse,
The evil curse,
punishment, destruction.
punishment and
To
destruction
the heathen.
to the heathen
That speak against us.
that speak against us,
Thy prophets.
the
The
prophet,
teacher.
the teacher,
The princes.
the prince,
The priests.
the priest,
And to thy brothers.
the Israelite brother,
In the school.
and the school,
To evil the curse.
the evil curse,
Punishment, destruction.
punishment and
To the
destruction
heathen.
to the
And
heathen,
shake loose.
and sacred
The church of the rich of
the
Israel.
church of the riches of Israel.
Have refused to give to the school.
They refuse to give this cue,
Force the riches.
force their riches
Into thy sanctuary.
into the sanctuary.
To evil the curses.
The evil the
And
curse
punishment, destruction.
and punishment destruction
To the Edomites.
to the
And the
Edomites
nation.
and the
And the
nation
drug them.
and the judge,
The
the
court system.
court
The
system,
prison system.
the prison,
Planned Parenthood.
and
All the
parent,
votes of our enemies.
all the government items.
Everlasting gods and armies.
Similar civil government army,
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic
The
Church,
Pope.
the Pope,
Islam.
Islam,
Christianity.
Christianity,
Egyptology.
Egyptology,
Militia.
militia,
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation,
Skinheads.
skinhead,
Cosmetology. The
cosmetology,
gay movement.
gay
The
movement,
lesbian movement.
the lesbian movement,
Spies.
spy,
Works of witchcraft.
Witchcraft,
NASA space program.
NASA space program,
Army.
army,
Navy.
navy,
Air Force.
Air Force,
Marines.
marine,
Wall Street.
Wall Street,
Open up the internet.
open up the
The
internet,
airways.
the air raid,
Cable access channel.
cable access
The
center,
radio channel.
the radio channel,
Convict the spirit of any of thy people.
to seek the spirit in their
That
people
seek to stop us.
that seek to
And
stop us,
bring swift destruction
bring swift
to
destruction
all the heathen
to all the
that
heathen
stand in the way.
that stand in the
Or
way,
try to stop us.
to try to stop
Or
us,
broadcast your words.
broadcast their word,
Throughout the planet Earth.
try to plan up,
That loose all the plague.
and loose all the
Cause
places,
them to go to and fro.
and cause to and fro,
Through the earth and consume them.
to the earth and consume
Let
them,
the plague shake the house of the thief
and to plague shake the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murder.
Let Yahweh Shai,
Let your house shine,
Michael and Gabriel,
Michael and
come
Gabriel,
down to flying sauce.
come down with the flying
Punish
saucer,
all the heathen
and punish all the heathen
that come up against us.
that come up against us,
As you speak thy
and
word.
we speak that word,
Cause it known by all.
cause it be known by all.
That is the angels that have done it.
As the angel says,
Cause it spread to the media
cause it be spreading media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world,
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
cause it shake at the cup,
Name Yahweh Shai.
and then we have Yahshua,
Thank you always.
thank you always,
So be it.
so be it.
All right. Shar, which means to turn in Hebrew. All right. That's nice. All right. Yeshabium, which means to be seated. All right. Bear with me here. All right, first things first, I want to say, all right. First things first, I want to say Shalom, Yahweh Shemel Shah Brakatham to all the brothers, Shalom Yahweh Shamar, Alatah Shemel Shah to all the sisters, all right? ISUPK, Minnesota, with Sabbath service. We're going to get right into it, all right? This is not going to be too long. It was not going to be too long. We are going to get straight to the topic, okay?
Oh, come.
Let me see. So on the screen, as you see, Sabbath service, it's Ezekiel, the 27th chapter. And we are going to go over it last week, just a tad bit. And then we're just going to go into the new chapter, which is chapter 27. So before we get into that, I want to go ahead and read these 7 verses in and the Tanakh. Okay. If you have the Blue Letter Bible, you can follow along in the Hebrew. Otherwise, if you have what I have right here, which is the Hebrew and Greek Interlinear Bible app. Okay. I showed this app when we did Lashon Fadash. So y'all just bear with me as I find this. All right. All right, let's get into it. Ezekiel chapter 27, verse 1. Wahaya, Dabar, Yahweh, Alya. Verse 2. Wathar, Bun, Adam, Sha'ah, Al, Tazarah. Oh, Quayana. Oh, Quayana. Verse 3. Mars. Select. Marath. Latazawar. Ayash, Ayashab, Daya. Hayashab, Al, Mabawat, Yum, Rakalat. Select. Oh, yeah. Rakalat. It's kind of a tongue twister. Good night. Hamayum, Al, Al, Ayayum, Rabyum, Kaha, Amar, Aniyah, Yahweh, Tazawar, Ah, Amarath, Amarath, Aniyah, Anya, Koyalah, Yapah. Verse 4. Balab, Yamayum, Goa all, Yad. That's a long word. Salaki. Good night. You heard that? All right, let's see. Salaki. Buniyad, Kalayala, Yapad. Verse 5. Barashim, Mashayar, Banah, Lak, Ak, Ka'ol, Lak, the Yum, Arasaza, Malab Nawan. Laquak. La Aishia, verse 6. Also like it, actually. Theron. Aliyak, verse 6. Alayana, yum. So like it. Alayayam. Mabashan. Asher. Mashawat. Mashawat. Yan. Kwashak. Aisha. Shun. Bun. Asharian. Maya. Kathayim. Kathayayam. Verse 7, last verse. Shasha. Barak. Matha. Mathazarian. Haya. Masha for Salaki. Mapashat. Mapashiat. La Haya. Lak. Lanai. Dakalak. Gaman. Maya. Ayashatha. Salaki. Ayashatha. Ayashat. Salaki. Good night. Sound twisted boy. Haya. Mashapak. And that's it. What's on the slide boy? Yeah, I see it's definitely tongue twisted. All right. All right, give me 1 second here. Let me check something. So that was just the Hebrew. All right. Give me a second here. You got any questions I could lie? Oh, no, okay. What's up? All right. Ezekiel chapter 27. All right. Okay, so last week, right? What did we learn last week? As far as the last verses of last week. What was the main topic last week? Mm-hmm.
Wow, sir.
You saying thank you?
No. Contract.
You mean Salakia.
Salakia. Right.
Right. No sweat. All right. So last week spoke about just the destruction that came to Tyrus. No, was it Tyrus or Tyree? No, it was Tyrus. It was Tyrus. All right. And yeah, so that was pretty much it. Just talking about the, you know what I mean? Just talking about the destruction of one of one of the nation of people that had us in captivity. Okay, that was the main topic. So let's go to Ezekiel 26 and let's go to verse 19.
Ezekiel chapter 26, verse 19. For thou said the Lord God, when I shall make thee a desolate city, like cities that are not inhabited.
Right.
When I shall bring up a deep upon thee, and great waters shall cover thee.
Right, you start right there. So last week we spoke about how the Most High was going to destroy tyrants in which the Most High did. You understand? Like the Most High is a real power in earth.
That's right.
A lot of people speak about the God of Christianity, which, you know, the Bible is not associated with Christianity, meaning you cannot find it in that book. A lot of people kind of get confused when you say that because it's like Christianity comes from the Bible. No, it doesn't. Christianity was made by man. This Bible, of course, comes from the Most High. And the brothers who wrote it is, you know, it gave them inspiration to write the words of the Lord.
That's right.
So yeah, so in that sense, man did write it, but the author is the Most High. Okay, that's the difference. They always talk about all the Bible is man-made, this, that, and the third, but somehow you still believe that you are an African. When you are just a so-called, you know, Latino Haitian, you know what I mean? You know, Jamaican, you're a West Indian, you're a so-called Negro. That's really who you are. And Africans will let you know that you are not them, and they are not you, unless you live in America where everybody's damn near colonized. But someone who really don't know the history or the culture or their roots, then they will believe that they're anything. When you ask a black man or a black woman, what is your you ask her like so what are you? Like you're gonna get 10 different answers. That's what's gonna happen. How many times have you asked somebody something? They say, oh, I'm mulatto, which means I'm black and white.
Right.
I'm mixed. I'm biracial. You know, I got Asian. I got you know, raccoon. I'm part raccoon, part dog, part white, and you know what I mean? Like it just sounds goofy. Like what are we talking about? If you are the seed of, you know, it's funny though too. Even when you break down that you are the seed of your father and not your mother, right? They still think that they mixed with something. No, what it is whatever your father is, that's what you are.
That's right.
But your mother is this. And a lot of people look at skin color because they think skin color determines your nationality. It does not.
That's right.
Like I told this story to somebody recently. It was this guy I used to go to school with. His name is Tyler. And you know, at this job, that the slavery I used to have back in the day when I was working at Target in high school, like a lot of like the high school was right by the Target. It was like, you know, like down the street from the two, and pretty much I was working there, and a lot of friends that I associated with worked there, and then some people or classmates from my school had worked there as well. So it was kind of like a bunch of us there. But anyway, I used to think that this guy was white, that he was a white boy. Come to find out, when he's talking to one of the other employees who happen to, you know, we all go to school with each other, and he mentions how his father is Korean and his mother is Italian. I'm like, oh, good night. You know, so I had to cut myself because I realized that is a Korean man. That's not a white boy. You know what I mean? So it's just the fact that he takes over the appearance of his mother. That's what makes him look like just a regular white child. But he's really Korean. You know what I mean? So although you may take on the features of one parent, always ask the question, what are you? What is your father? Because a woman doesn't have seed. All right?
Right.
She doesn't have seed. And please understand that. If you need to go back to school, just say that. All right, because a lot of people just be silly. I'm just use that word. They are very silly in the head when it comes to basic knowledge. If you've been into middle school and high school, you learn about biology.
Right.
And if you had what is called a health science class or a health sex ed class, you're going to learn about babies. And you are going to learn that the man has the seed. That's how a woman ends up getting pregnant. If the woman had a seed, I mean, she could do the rest on her own, I would think, right? No, the man has to put the seed into the woman. So he plants the seed in the woman, and then the baby grows. All right? That's common knowledge. Like, for example, too, like you ain't seeing nobody talk about mixed fruit out here. So if you got an apple seed and you plant it in a garden full of orange seeds, what's going to happen? The apple is going to grow in the orange. I'm just like, that's an apple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That apple is just going to be an apple, but it's going to be in the midst of these oranges or whatever in that garden. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I read that one of the scriptures. I think it was the Deuteronomy. When you talk about diverse things, and you don't miss this seed with that seed is abomination.
Yeah. So that's talking about interracial marriages.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because even Daniel speaks about it. I want to say, and I forget. I think it's Daniel 10 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But Daniel speaks about how Israel is not supposed to mingle their seed with the other nations.
Right.
And that's talking about if you are the tribe of Israel, because it's 12 tribes, right? I'm sorry, the nation of Israel. There's 12 tribes within the nation of Israel, right?
Right.
You deal with those 12 tribes.
God won't come.
You don't go outside of your family.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And there's reasons and consequences behind that too. All right. I mean, the main one is like back in the day. What happened if Master found out you were sleeping with his daughter, and you are a so-called Black, Latino, or Native American man, or a woman? Go ahead.
You learn your top battle, or just put to death or castrate him.
Yeah, you will be murdered. And right now, till this day, like right now to this day, Black and Hispanic men and women are suffering the consequences of being with a people that are not their people.
Right.
All right. And when we say to keep it in the family, not incest, we're just saying deal with your nation of people. Because if you are a so-called Negro, a so-called Latino or Native Indian man, you have a nation. And it's not Africans, please. It's not white people. Go ahead.
I heard what Jim Muhammad said why they do it, two reasons why they do it. Because you're on a high level within ways, so they think the oppressive woman is more superior, and they do it for nasty sex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, current. Yeah, you must be talking about his class that's on Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much like pornography.
Yeah, pornography.
Yeah. Pornography, like he had mentioned Kanye West.
Yeah.
You know who Kim Kardashian is, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, as everybody knows, Kim Kardashian, she became famous because her mother told her to sleep with the rapper Ray J. You know who Ray J is, right?
No.
You've probably seen him before. You know who Brandy is?
Yeah.
The singer?
Yeah.
Her brother.
Okay.
So they both singers, you know what I mean? So you know, Brandy's sibling, Ray J, it was a deal where the Kardashians' mother had told Kim, look, have sex with this man and record it, and then we are gonna flip it. So she got offers and she put it online, and I believe they say till this day that's the most searched most searched and famous pornography video to this day. And once again, like it's very, very disgusting.
Con.
You know what I mean? It's very disgusting. Like, good night. So so Kanye knew who she was, because Kim Kardashian not famous for anything else. Trust me. She's not famous for anything else. All the Kardashians are whores.
Con.
And they are devils. And so because he was fascinated by it, he went and married the damn dog.
Right.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I heard this family wasn't nothing important anyway to Kardashians. You know, what's
They got rich off of niggas. Let me say that. They got rich off of niggas.
Mm.
So if Ray J, who was popping at the time, who was famous and doing his thing at that time, if he wasn't in the picture, what would the Kardashians do? They would try to find another black man who was famous and popular at that time to try to achieve their way into the industry, try to get money off of these people. Just understand, these other nations, what they do, right? What they do is they find a way to use you for their own gain. Just think about and I'm gonna get back to the point of the scriptures too. Just think about what is it? And what happens in your own communities. You have gas stations, you have liquor stores, you have all these things, and ask yourself, who is running these stores?
the stranger? I mean, the heathen.
No, you said it absolutely right. You said the stranger, right?
Right.
Right, damn right. The stranger is doing it. You ain't doing it. The stranger is doing it. You know what I mean? Like try to go to Panda Express, which I like Panda Express. I ain't gonna lie, I like Chinese food, but really I like to make it myself, so I know what the hell I'm eating. You know what I mean? I don't want none of that meow and roof. You feel me?
Right.
Hey, I don't want none of that. All right. I don't want no mice and rats.
Right.
I'm good on that one. But the point that I'm making is that in our own communities,
Right.
we are not faces in our own communities. We are just guests, because it seems like they run our communities. The dollar always goes to them and their people. But meanwhile, we're struggling to pay our damn rents. We should be working at the corner stores. We should be owning gas stations and liquor stores. Like where's your business inside your community?
That's right.
How the hell you got a business that's all the way out somewhere where, I mean, the people don't look like you. They don't support you.
Right.
But you got a business out in a neighborhood filled with strangers. You know what I mean? But anyway, if we could, can you 19 again?
It's Ezekiel chapter 26, verse 19. But thou said the Lord God, when I shall make thee a desolate city, like the cities that are not inhabited, when I shall bring up the deep upon thee, and the great waters shall cover thee.
Mm-hmm. So now, once again, the Most High is going to make this place desolate.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And desolate means it's just going to be brought down. America has been a very man, how you say, a very abominable place. This empire has done so much evil. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It's going to continue. All the stuff that, like for example, like this place has to be brought down. And we ain't talking about picking up no guns, no weapons, because our warfare is spiritual. If you are so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, your warfare against all the evil that's going on in this place, that's happening to your people specifically, how you can fight is by serving the Most High. Now, it may sound crazy, like so you're saying law, statutes, and commandments is going to, destroy this place? Yes, and I'll tell you how. I'll give you a few examples. If you knew what the law statutes, okay, if you knew what the law says in the Bible, if you knew what all the statutes say, if you know what all the commandments are telling you, you can easily destroy this place just by keeping all of them without fail.
That's right.
So I'll give you an example. Drug use is a sin.
That's right.
If you're smoking anything, it's a sin. Like if you are a weed addict and you say it's the most healthiest thing, stop playing with me. People have died off of weed before.
That's right.
And it's so funny because all you gotta do is research it. But people are so adamant about doing drugs. If you popping pills, if you're doing anything, okay, drinking is not a sin, but being a drunkard is a sin.
That's right.
All right, being a wine bibber, that is a sin. Okay, ain't no wrong with having a drink shit like that. Just watch yourself. Okay, go ahead.
So what does it mean when it says don't be around wine, brokers, wine varieties, eaters of the flesh, or that drunkenness, the drunkenness gonna lead to? I've got the other piece to say.
Do you know where that's at in the scriptures?
This is Proverbs.
Okay, so can you paraphrase it one more time?
Oh, it said don't. I just forgot how to say it now.
Okay. It's a key word, wine bibber.
It said don't be around wine bibber or one gluttonous eater of the flesh, because their drunkenness gonna come to poverty or something.
Okay, let me see.
And you're gonna just say a man with clothes with rags.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. 1 second now. I might have it. Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. Right. So Proverbs 23 and 20. You want to break down on that? You want to break down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no sweat. All right, let's see here. Let me see. Oh, okay, Con. So Proverbs chapter 23, verse 19. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way. Verse 20. Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. So it's not actually talking about, you being a zombie eating somebody's flesh.
Yeah,
it's just a metaphor of saying that being a wine bibber, like you, okay. A lot of people will spend their last dollar just to get some alcohol. You feel me? They would try to, do anything possible to fill their lust of drinking, over drinking. All right. Verse 21. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty. Why is that? Because you're always broke because you're trying to feed your lust. That's the same thing with anything. Gambling is not a sin,
right.
But if it's causing issues to where you can't pay your rent, you can't handle your, your everyday, responsibilities, then it's a problem. If you gamble so much to the point where your house goes into foreclosure, you get evicted because you can't pay the rent, that is a sin. All right, you are being gluttonous. All right. So let me read it again. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. Do you know what that means? Drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags.
I guess all that drinking and drinking gonna break him. You're gonna be just drowsy, tired, unhealthy or something.
Right. And when you drunk, can you function?
No, you can't, because you can't even work. You drink too much.
Clothe a man with rags. He's gonna be homeless.
Right.
He's gonna be, out in the streets. You know what I mean? Now, everybody that's homeless, it's not always just about drugs and alcohol. You gotta understand that America will mess you over.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You're trying to be the best American citizen that you're trying to be, but still America can mess you over. But you always got to have a plan. And I'll say first things first, not to sound Christian, you have to get your life right with the Most High.
Right.
It's that simple. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have a foundation. And that foundation has to be the morality of what the Lord and Christ has shown us through this, through the Bible. The Bible is such a beautiful book. And the reason being is because of just the message.
That's right.
The counsel, the direction that it has on your life. All right. That's what it is. So anyway, let's go. Actually, let's skip 19 now, right? Are we done with 19?
Come, sir.
Back in Ezekiel.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to 27th chapter.
Okay. Ezekiel. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 27, verse 1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, verse 2. Now thou son of man, take up a limitation for Tyrus, and say unto Tyrus.
Hold on 1 second, okay? 1 second. Hold on. Salaki, can you read it one more time?
Ezekiel chapter 27, verse 1. And the words of the Lord came again unto me, saying, verse 2. Now,
yeah, go ahead. You got it.
Now thou, son of man, take up a limitation.
So it's lamentation.
Lamentation.
No sweat.
For Tyrus.
You know what a lamentation is, right? Because there's a book called Lamentations that Jeremiah had wrote.
Yeah. Are we suffering?
It's like deep sorrow.
Deep sorrow.
Right. You know what I mean? So like sorrow, distress. You know what I mean? You can add, depression in there. Just it's terrible. But I definition even more. Salaki. Salaki, give me a second. All right, no sweat. All right. So lamentation. All right. Damn, it's like I'm looking for the word right now. Y'all bear with me, Salakia.
I got it.
Oh, actually, I got it too. I got it. Salakia. Lamentation, an expression of sorrow, mourning, or regret, an act or instance of lamenting. So yeah, lament is really the key word, which is the same thing as lamentation. Okay, to mourn aloud, to express sorrow, mourning, and regret for often. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you get the point. Okay. All right. Can you read that? Can you read that again, or just keep going?
Verse 3. And that said unto Tyrus, O thou that art situated at the entry of the sea, which are a merchant of the people for many hours. Thou said the Lord God, O Tyrus, thou hast said, I am of perfect beauty.
Either what?
I am of perfect beauty.
Okay. And that's verse 3, right?
Come.
So it's like all right. So verse 3, and say unto Tyrus, O thou art situate at the entry of the sea, which art a merchant of the people for many hours. Thus saith the Lord God, O Tyrus, thou hast said, I am of perfect beauty. Keep going.
Verse 4, the borders are in the midst of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Thou builders have perfect thy beauty.
Perfected.
So lucky, perfected thy beauty.
Right. So that's talking about. How would you break that down?
Perfected.
No. How would you break down just that verse? Verse 4. Because we're still on the topic of. Yeah, we're still on the topic as far as Tyrus being destroyed.
Well, it perfected their beauty. I mean, perfect. It says something about building. He built, or he perfected what he was building, or something.
As far as the army, because
the army, the army, the military.
Right, because they're being attacked.
Con.
Because the Most High had told Ezekiel about it, prophesied to. He had told Ezekiel about it in the last chapter. So this is still following the same situation that we just read about. So this is more of a follow-up just to see like what more is happening in detail. Keep going.
Verse 5. They have made all the ship boards of fir trees of Sidner.
Mm-hmm.
They have taken
Cedar
from Lebanon
mm-hmm.
to make masts for day.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what mast is, because it's probably Old English. Oh, okay. Mast, a long pole or spear rising from the keel or deck of a ship and supporting the yards, booms, and rigging. Otherwise, it says a slender vertical or nearly vertical structure, such as an upright post and various cranes. So yeah, I know what that is.
Con.
You kind of, can you imagine it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, so this right here, hold on. It'll be this. On a ship.
Yeah, con.
Yeah, on a ship, you know what I mean? So yeah. So that's what that is. So yeah, so this right here is just letting you know in detail what is going on and what is happening. Keep going.
Verse 6. Of the oak of Bashan have they made their oar.
Slightly. Of the oaks of Bashan.
Bashan, they made their oars. The company of the Asherites
damn right.
have made their bench of ivory.
Benches.
Benches.
It sounds like you're saying bitch. Yeah, benches of ivory.
Benches of ivory.
Mm-hmm.
Brought out the isles of
Chittim. Yeah. It's kind of a tongue twister. Keep going.
Verse 7. Violated with broader work from Egypt was that which thou spread forth to be thy sail.
Mm-hmm.
Blue and purple from out of Elisha
mm-hmm.
was that which covered thee.
Right, okay, so you start right there. So pretty much it's running down how and where they got their resources to build up the army and military. Okay, and once again, look, the Most High will use resources from other places just to bring down a enemy. All right, like once again, like in the place of Japan, some years ago, a tsunami damn near wiped out Japan. So many people died when that tsunami had hit. And if y'all never seen the footage of that, good night. That footage was just devastating. Let me see. How many people? Let's see. How many people died during the tsunami? Tsunami in Japan. That was 2011. 19,759 people had died.
How many?
19,759 people had died.
From the earthquake?
No, tsunami.
Tsunami. Okay.
Yeah. You know what a tsunami is, right?
That's what water.
Right. A tsunami and a hurricane is two different things.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Both are very far dangerous. You know what I mean? So a hurricane, right? A hurricane, it is happening in the water, right? That's a hurricane. It's happening in the water. A tsunami, that water is coming towards you. It's rushing through the cities, rushing through the streets, the houses, buildings, everything. So 19,000 people had died, all right, in Japan. And the Most High will use even nature to destroy you. Or he will use the military that he has, his army, all right, to destroy his enemies. My best advice to you is, if you are on the side of the Lord, you are going to be protected. But if you are not, I don't know if the Lord is going to be with you.
That's right.
Okay. The fact that you are still living and breathing right now says a lot. You have time. Use the time. Use today to shape up your life for the better. Otherwise, you are going to die a terrible death. You're going to leave this earth with no glory, no honor. And then you just might, the Lord's going to judge your spirit when your body's in the ground and your spirit goes to the Most High. And you might come back into this earth in a terrible condition.
That's right.
The Most High did say, don't be afraid. He said this in Matthew. Don't be afraid of the person who can destroy your body, but better yet, be afraid of the one who can destroy your body and soul in hell. You know what that means? So if you live in, if you want to know what hell is, think about drug addiction.
That's right.
Ain't nothing beautiful about smoking and being hooked on anything. Ain't nothing beautiful about that. Ain't nothing beautiful about being born to parents who are drug addicts or drug dealers. A mother for a whore who's going to use you for money. She's going to sell you up for unlawful sex for money. You got a father who is just going to be shooting and killing everybody, who he's never going to meet because he's going to be in jail, in prison all his life. That is hell. So anybody can kill your body, no sweat. But I mean, the Most High is the one who can put your body. I mean, he can destroy your body and your soul. Be aware now. Okay, like be afraid of him.
That's right.
Give the Lord what he deserves, which is the respect and honor and glory, by listening and obeying what he said to do.
That's right.
How the hell are you going to try to argue with us, the ISBK, about you stop smoking, stop eating unlawful foods? Take it up with the Most High because he's the one who made it. But now all of a sudden, oh, that's a man-made book. If it's such a man-made book, then why do you follow it? Why do you say God? Why do you quote God? God is just something that you make up in your head. Like people in the world, they create God for themselves.
Right.
When it's the other way around. We know who the Most High is, and we are not making up who he is. It's very direct, right there in our records. Go ahead.
Some people talk about the fairy tales and stuff.
Yeah, okay, no sweat. And watch that fairy tale, strike something in your life.
Right.
Watch how the Most High's fairy tale destruction hits you. It won't be so much of a fairy tale then. A lot of people don't really believe in the Bible like they should. And when I say a lot of people, I'm talking about Israel. I'm only speaking to the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people. All right, God's chosen people. Play with your life if you want to, and you're going to find it in your hands. Literally. You're going to find yourself in a terrible situation. And it's going to be what they call game over. Keep playing with your life. Keep selling drugs. No sweat. You're going to end up in jail or robbed and killed.
Right.
You want to be a whore? No sweat. You're going to be killed for being a whore. How many times do these sisters end up missing because they messing with so-and-so and they're messing with different men trying to be an escort? Some of those escort men they dangerous. They dangerous. They will kill you. Like don't mess with come on, man. Don't put yourself in a situation where it's going to hurt you.
That's right.
You want to be wise. You want to be careful. You want to have some morals. If you have morals, just think about your life today and all the terrible things that you went through in the past. If you had morality, none of those things would have happened to you. You being in jail would have been a joke. You know what I mean? A lot of people at least once go to jail. But have you ever met someone who has lived a life from being a child up until when they died, and they've never been in jail? They haven't touched a drug. He wasn't being a whoremonger. It's hard. All the devices that are in America teaches you that it's okay to be a disgusting, filthy bastard.
That's right.
But according to the Lord, the Most High is not accepting that. All right? He don't want you to be those things. But now, if you are those things, one thing he is going to do is he requires you He requires you to change your life. You know what I mean? So that's what you got to do. You got to get your life in order and together for you and your family, for you and your nation. Otherwise, this captivity is going to just get worse and worse for us. I mean, it is going to get worse before it gets better, before Christ returns. But if you want to be stuck here, hey, good night. If you want police brutality to stop, you got to do right with the Most High. You got to change your ways. How can you help anybody if you can't help yourself? Make that make sense. Okay, that was it on everything as far as the precepts.
Come on, sir.
All right, so next week we are going to get into more into the chapter. Otherwise, that right there was just a build up of pretty much that was pretty much just a build up for what's to come later into the chapter. So just talking about the resources and the military on how more in detail how they're going to destroy Tyrus. Okay. So that being said, let's get it. I imagine this needs to stand. Okay. You understand, right?
Say again, sir.
From
do it.
I'm right through.
Okay.
Say it faster.
Come on.
Sound a little better?
No.
Try first. All right. While you hop it down, get back to the prayers and repeat after me. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Abanalu, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malachwatka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baharataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan Lanau, Lakam, Kol, Yawam, Wasalat Lanawa, Kabawa, Kabawa, Nawa, Kasalat Nawa, Kabawa, Yanawa, Mala'a, Laba'anawa, Manasayawan, Abal, Awashanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Waha'ala, Wathafarah, La'alami, Aman. In English, our Father. You go ahead now. Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh. Thy kingdom come.
The kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
On earth.
On earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
Give us our debts.
Forgive our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forget our debts.
And lead us not to temptation.
Lead us not to temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
Deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Amen.
Amen.
Psalms 121 in Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Baratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Ragalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Tanah, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamor, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, to the Arka, Ayad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamach, La'ad, Yakaka, Wairak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makorai, Yashamar, Akapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar to the Atka, Omawa Atka, Mayatha, my eye I will learn. In English, I will lift up mine eyes
I will lift my eye
until the hills.
until the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
What's come my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help come from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He was
moved.
not suffer his foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yashar'Allah
he that keepeth Yasha
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
will neither slumber or sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord that keep,
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
the Lord that shall upon their right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun not thou smite them by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming
And
in.
this time forth
And this time forth
is evil forevermore.
and for evil forevermore.
Kakah in Hebrew, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Vashem Yahweh Shah.
Asher Shah.
Prophet Shah.
Prophet Shah.
The thunder now.
The third now.
Kakah.
The Ka.
Kakah.
The Ka.
Larfa'ah.
Walva'ah.
Kar Makalah.
Kalmakala.
Wakar Manawah.
Wakalmallah.
Kakah. Latahar. Hamatazari. Kakah. Lahaki. Hamathi. Kakah. Arakawat. Hatama'ala. Lagarshi. Vashem Yahweh Shah.
Asher Shah.
Tawadama.
Walama.
In English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manners of sickness
And all manner of disease.
and all manners of
The
disease.
power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to clear the left.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean
The
spirits.
power against unclean spirit.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Vashem Yahweh Shah.
Asher Shah.
Barak Lanawa.
Barakana.
Vayasha Allah.
Why? Yahshua.
Wahabayas. Safari. Barak. Rafa'ah. Magun. Hagun. Say the name of loved ones once. Everyone repeats name once. So for time's sake, all of Israel.
All Israel.
Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge.
Israel. You're supposed to practical knowledge.
All right, no sweat. Vashem Yahweh Shah.
Asher Shah.
Tawadama.
The Walama.
In English. It's a lot.
Salakis.
No, he's good. I said it too fast. No, it's my fault. That's what I'm laughing. In English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us in Yasha Allah.
Bless us in Yahshua.
In the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Loved ones.
Loved
In
ones.
the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahai.
Adam Yalakah.
Yadaka.
Arta Karash.
Alta Karak.
Arta Shakwat. All. Kayahana. Awabika. Yahama Yuan. Ra'ash. Amka. Yarayoma. Sarada. Wayatha Yatazawa. Altazapanyuka. Amaro. Lakawa. Anakakidam. Mongolia. Wala Ayazakar. Shamya Sha'ala. Iwida. Kaya. Awatazawa. Laba. Ikatwa. Ayaka. Variat. Ikara. Ahoya. Adawam. Wayashama Alayam. Wa'aba. Wa'agaran. Sabar. Ramawan. Ramalak. Halashat. Amyashapi. Tazabor. Lam Ashabor. Nanawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarwa. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamadi. Kasaya Sara'a. Kayabi. Vanakol. Kowash Slati. Koyashwan. Nashamatwa. Bayanda Arwa. Hayawa. Daman. Damat. Shathamwa. Nada. Yahmawa. Kairad. Makazabat. Katabat Slati. Makazabat. Makazazormanai. Call. Nasir Kamba. Ashor. Amar. Narashah. Manawa. Ak. Na'awat. Alhayim. Alhayad. Shathama. Kagogala. Kakwach. Lapanya Rawaka. Ka'ash. The Biri Ida. Wa Kalaba. Talahat Hari. Tan. Dardatma. The Sirika. Wabasa Wapaka. Talaham. Mala'a. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Mayaba Kwashma. Shaka. Yahawah. Yabashma. Mayaba Hova. Ayai. Maya Kaparwa. Maya Abatma. Maya Daiwa. Kaya Atha. Shaka. Yahawah. The Batka. Aywan. Al Kafarafiza. All right, in English. He not thy silence.
Keep not this silence.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not that peace.
Be not still.
Be not still.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
For lo,
below.
Thy enemies make a
The
tumult.
old enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
And they that hate, they have lifted up their head.
Now taking crafty counsel
And
against
taking
thy
crafty counsel.
So you gotta listen for me, all right? Now taking crafty counsel against thy people.
They are taking crafty counsel against their people.
And consult against thy hidden ones.
And consult against their hidden ones.
They have said,
Come.
Let's cut them off of being a nation.
Let's cut them off of being the nation.
That the name of Yahshua
In the name of Yahshua.
may be no more in remembrance.
May it be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are prepared against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacle of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Israelites.
Moab.
Moab.
And Hagarenes.
And Hagarenes. Cabal.
Ammon.
Ammon.
Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre.
The Philistine with the habits of Tyre.
Ashur also joined with them.
Also joined with them.
And helping the children of Lot.
Yeah, helping the children of Lot.
Salah. Do unto them as to the Midianites.
Do unto them as to the Midianites.
As a Sisera.
As a Sisera.
As a Jabin.
As a Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which pairs at Endor.
Their parents are indoor.
They became as dumb for the earth.
As parents came as dumb as the earth.
Make the nobles like a rib.
Make the nobles like a rib.
And like the egg.
Like an egg.
Zeb. Yea. Are the princes as Zabak.
Are the princes as Zabak.
And as Samuna.
As Samuna.
Who said, let's take to ourselves.
Let's take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
The house of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make it like a wheel.
Make it like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
A stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burning the wood.
As the flames set the mountains on fire.
As the flames.
As the flames set the mountains
As
on
the
fire.
flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempests.
Persecute them with their tempests.
And make them afraid of thy storm.
And make them afraid of their storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
And they may seek thy name.
And they might seek their name.
O Lord.
O Lord.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be found in trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That the men that know, men know that thou,
that they may know that thou,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
who never know as Yahweh,
art the most high over all the earth.
of the most high all over the earth.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things.
And all things live.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Name Yahweh Shai.
And never Yahweh
Listen
Shai.
to us now.
This is us now.
Right now.
Right now.
To use the curse.
The evil curse.
To punish the destruction.
Punish the destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophet.
Their prophet.
The teacher.
Their teacher.
The princes.
Their prince.
Their
Their priest.
Israelite brothers.
Israelite brothers.
In the school.
And the school.
To use the curse.
The evil curse.
To punish the destruction.
Punish the destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake
The
loose.
treasure of the rich of Israel.
And the treasure of the rich of Israel.
Now refuse to get to the school.
That refuse to get into the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
Into thy sanctuary.
Into the sanctuary.
To use the curse.
The evil curse.
Punish the destruction.
Punish the destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And the drug dealers.
And the drug.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Parenthood.
All the votes of our enemies.
All the governments are enemies.
Everlasting gods and armies.
Everlasting God and army.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Eschatology.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation.
Skinhead.
Cosmopolitan. Gay movement.
The gay group.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian group.
Spy. Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of
That's a
witchcraft.
space program.
That's a space program.
Army.
Navy.
Air Force.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
And airways. Cable access channel.
Cable access channel.
Radio channel.
The radio channel.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people.
Convict the spirit of any of our people
that seek to stop us.
that seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
And bring swift destruction
to all the heathen.
To all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Try to stop us.
Or try to stop us.
Broadcasting your word.
Broadcasting their word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause it to go to and fro.
Cause it to go to and fro.
To the earth and consume them.
To the earth and consume them.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief.
The plague shake the house of the street.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief.
And the murderer.
And the murderer.
Let Yahweh Shai.
Let Yahweh serve.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with flying saucer.
Come down with the flying saucer.
And punish all the heathens.
And punish all the heathens.
That come up against us.
That come up against us.
As you speak thy word.
As they speak their word.
Cause we know by all.
Cause we know by all.
That is, the angels that have done it.
That the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media.
Cause it to be spread to the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake as I come.
Cause them to shake as they come.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry. Elijah. We want to salute this. First things first, I'm going to give it to you so I can salute since I'm the first priest. Come over here. All right. Just back up over here. Back to that. What's on the cards? Yahweh Shem Ashar Barak. Yeah. That's it, man. So, like what?
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Baraki Yah.
Most time class is perfect. Yeah, right. All right. Okay. All right, with that being said, that concludes the Sabbath service. Shalom. All right,